I remember a story I heard recently of a lady who, when she was a child, she was sexually, physically molested a few times, and it really, obviously, clouded her view of who she was, her identity. So she was always looking for approval as an adult. She was always trying to do things to get people's attention and do the right thing. And she's in church, she's a Christian. So she decides that she would invite a couple of couples over to the house just to develop some friendship, make her feel good about herself, have friends. So she sees these three couples. Hey, why don't you guys come over after church next Sunday? And, we'll make it simple. We're going to barbecue some hot dogs, have some baked beans and potato chips. Just make it easy. Come over and hang out. Yeah, we'll come. They'll say, yeah, we'll do that. So next Sunday. Before she leaves church, she sees some people thinking, now, I invited them. I better invite them because they're friends. I'm having people, would you like, okay, you come over. Or your kids, okay, yeah. Then I better have their kids. And the three couples became 25 people. And she thinks, well, that's okay. I got a week to prepare. So as the week goes by, she's thinking, gee, I got all these people coming over, and I can't serve hot dog. We need to have steaks. So she goes to the store. She buys food she cannot afford. She makes steaks. We can't have baked beans. We need to have 4 or 5 exotic side dishes that I need to make at home, homemade. And forget those potato chips. I need to make homemade potato salad. And she goes to the backyard and says, oh, man, our yard looks terrible. I need to hire a landscaper to come fix the yard. And the lawn furniture, I got to buy new furniture. This is terrible. And on Saturday, she's out of control, angry with her husband because he does nothing to help her. So by the time the people get to her house, she is so angry at her husband. She's so angry at the people, she doesn't even want them to come in the house. She's missing the point. She's invited them to come, and by the time they're coming, she's ready to kick them out the door before they walk in because she's overwhelmed. She's making something simple really complicated. And how often we do that, we lose the focus. We lose the meaning of life. And so let's take it back to this story. Mary, or Martha, is making simple things complicated. But what's her sister do? Mary is the key to this whole message. She's the key. She got it down. She's the key. She is what God is saying to our church in this season on simplicity. She is the message giver tonight. Look at what happened to her. Let's go to this verse on Mary, verse 39. So Martha had a sister called Mary. She's got this figured out. Who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. This is so simple. I think that's what we're talking about. It's so simple. Sitting at his feet is just spending time with God, which is prayer. And hearing his word is just simply the Bible. And so to be close to God is to make life simple. The starting point of keeping life simple and keeping life in focus is having a right relationship with God. And see, this is where the devil comes in. He makes this complicated. And he makes this complicated. I've tried to pray. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I've tried. It just seems like God's so far away. And see, the goal is just simple. Just get up and just say some words. God, could you help me? And just go through simple connection. I'm just trying to connect my earth to heaven. Could you help me for a moment? It's just that simple. In fact, Jesus taught on prayer, and we've taught this many, many times, 2 or 3 times in the last 6 months, but I just felt from the Holy Spirit to do it one more time again, because this is where we're at. We want to stay out of the complicated life, keep it simple, first in relationship with God, and out of that flows the blessings of life. You see, when I'm close to God, see if this bears witness for you, when I'm really close to Him, when I'm just simply praying and simply in the Word and my life's good with Him, I love my wife more. She loves me more. That makes me want to be close to God. I get along with people easier. I just blow things off that normally would bother me. I don't get easily angered or irritated. I hear Him speak to me easier, and He gives me direction. When I'm in His presence, it makes His word come alive. I can make decisions of saying yes or no to certain things from my schedule that could make me complicated, I can make it with confidence. There's some atmosphere about me when I'm close to Him that everything just seems to come into focus and clarity when I'm close to God. So if you were the devil, what would you want to make hard? What would you want to make complicated? The very thing that's going to fix our life and get us into focus. Just the simplicity, not complicated, the simplicity of prayer, just sitting at His feet. What did Jesus say about prayer? Matthew 6, He says this. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to find a quiet, secluded place so you won't be tempted to role play before God. Just be there as simply and honestly as you can manage. The focus will shift from you to God, and you'll begin to sense His grace.